Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I have to apologize. I was trying to get home in time to do this, but I had to go from my nephew's house back to my house, and I didn't make it. So I'm in the coffee house outside, so I don't bother people. But what I want to talk about today is the Spendthrift Trust. I want people to know that this is not their mom and dad's trust. Now, the Spendthrift Trust is nothing like what most people know. 97% of the trusts out there are what my mom and dad had and what Susie Orman talks about on PBS television. And it's called a family trust. The only thing it does is it avoids probate when someone dies. That can be important, but does nothing else. The Spendthrift Trust avoids probate, but 3 other things. It's going to help you save on federal taxes. Everybody wants to save on federal taxes. B, it's going to keep all your information completely private. And then C, it's going to keep you from paying any judgments if you get sued. I can't stop you from being sued, but it's going to keep you from being sued. Those are 3 very important things. Now, a little bit of history on this. It comes from England back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England because he wanted to divorce his wives. King Henry VIII went to go tax the lords and ladies of England. The lords and ladies went back to the Magna Carta. So this is contract law that came from England way back when. The law firm I work on behalf of has a trust that's turning 350 years old in 2023. So this trust is legal, it's patented, it's in the IRS Tax Code. If you want to look this up, the IRS Tax Code is 643B like Bravo, 643B like Bravo. So also it has gone in front of the Supreme Court twice. Both times the Supreme Court has honored in favor of the Spendthrift Trust. It can enter any contract on it and do business on its behalf. So how it keeps you from being sued is because the old adage from Nelson Rockefeller, own nothing, control everything. You get to keep, you only can be sued personally. The trust can't be sued. So you don't own anything. That lawsuit will go away. I've had at least 6 clients who have told me they have avoided lawsuits because of the Spendthrift Trust. I personally found out about the Spendthrift Trust because in my real estate group, the gentleman, Garrett Gunderson, wrote a book called What the Rockefellers Do. He had to change the title. It is now called What the Billionaires Do. But again, it talks about the Rockefellers Trust. This is the same trust the Rockefellers and U.S. presidents have. The Rockefellers Trust is 7 generations old and has almost 400 people all on the same EIN number. If it's good enough for the Rockefellers, it's good enough for you and me. So back in July of 2020, I took down the deal of the week in my real estate group. It was a bank-owned reverse mortgage in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. The whole thing was I paid $20,000 for it, and it was going to go to auction for $50,000. Yay, Sally, I'm going to make $30,000 on the spread. Only problem, July 2020 is the middle of COVID. All the court systems are closed for 13 months. So I had 13 months to figure out how I was going to avoid paying $7,100 in capital gains. You know, if the Rockefellers can do it, why can't you and I do it? So I went down the rabbit hole. I went through the book. I went through every name that was in the book. I Googled people, I called people, everything else. I found the private law firm that offers this Spendthrift Trust and has the patent on it. That's important. There's other trusts out there without the patent. This trust has the patent. So this trust is legal, patented in the IRS Tax Code, has gone in front of the Supreme Court twice. I became their client. I put that property. I did 2 bill of sales, one from my LLC to me. The second bill of sale was from me to the trust. And then went to the bank, got them notarized, scanned them, sent them to the attorney in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm living in Phoenix at this time. Send them to the attorney in Raleigh, North Carolina. The next day, he sends me an email and says, I need the first page of your trust. Oh, easy peasy. Scanned that, sent it to him. For 2 hours of work, I got, when it finally did go to auction, August 28th of 2021, instead of $50,000, it went up to $64,000. I made $44,000 on that deal, and because it was in the trust, I saved over $10,500 on one real estate transaction. Guess what? I'm doing plenty more than just that one real estate transaction. So if I have found out about this, in my real estate group, I asked if I could start doing a mastermind in my group in Phoenix. I ran a mastermind for 18 months. My mentor, my friend, became my business partner. Unfortunately, January 12th, I sent him a simple text saying what happened to our agreement, and on January 13th, we had a falling out. Well, there goes my cash cow. So I started my new company, thetrustisyou.com, in March of 2022. And then I started a new podcast in January of 2023, Stop Paying Capital Gains Now, with an exclamation point if you want to find that. So, to tell you about the Spendthrift Trust, again, 3 things. It's going to save you on federal taxes. Everyone wants to do that. Keep your information 100% private. And then it's going to also keep you from paying any judgments if you are sued. I do split the trust in 2. The business trust is for 1099 income earners. I don't care if you're a salesperson, if you're a 1099 contract worker, maybe you're working in IT, maybe you're an affiliate marketer, maybe you have a pizza shop like one of my clients does. I have car salesmen, I have business brokers, all being paid 1099 income. I do have both trusts. Very few of my clients have both trusts, but I run 3 businesses through the business trust and save 1099 income. Sally Still Silver, Novatech, and Exodus Elite online education. When you have the business Spendthrift Trust, you are going to save 70% of your federal taxes year after year after year after year. That could be thousands of dollars for some people out there. Some affiliate marketers, one of my affiliate marketers, makes $40,000 a month. $40,000 a month. Good for him. $480,000 a year. I wish I could do that. So good for him. That's the business trust. Real estate agents, things like that. The beneficial trust is for investors. I don't care if you're a passive investor, if you're a real estate investor, if you are a forex investor, you get taxed twice. If you are a stock market investor, dividend investor, or if you have I just forgot it, royalties. With the beneficial Spendthrift Trust, you are going to save capital gains, short-term and long-term. Short-term is for anyone doing auction houses, like my house in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Wholesaling houses, fix and flipping houses, you're going to pay 23.8% on your profits. Here's something most people do not know. Those 2 big bills that got passed in November of 2021 through Congress, there is a line there's 2 lines in one of the bills that says they're going to raise short-term capital gains to 40% for people making more than $300,000 a year. That's a lot of money. So if you wholesale a house for $10,000, you're going to pay the federal government $4,000 of that house. That's a lot of money. Long-term capital gains. If you're selling a business, that's why I work with business brokers. You're going to pay either 15% or 20%, depending on, I'm not the CPA, but that's going to be a lot of money. One of my clients sold a restaurant. He knows he's either going to save $460,000 or $600,000. As he says, I don't care how much I'm going to save. I'm going to save a ton of money. So yes, he's got the trust. Interest income. If you're a passive investor, if you're a forex investor, by the way, forex investors, you're taxed on interest income and capital gains. If you do the BRRRR strategy, sorry, a truck driving by, do the BRRRR strategy. One of my clients is saving $153,000 in interest income. I do notes. I have 12 notes that I save the interest income. So that's a lot of money. Dividend income. If you're in the stock market, if you're doing options trading, if you're doing day trading, futures trading, binary trading, anything with dividends, you're going to save dividend income year after year after year. And then finally, but not least, royalties. If you're an author, an artist, an actor, a screenplay writer, or if you're in NFTs, NFT crypto, NFT artwork, or NFT real estate, that's considered royalties. Again, it's going to be saved year after year after year. And I know some people are going to talk about 1031 exchange. 1031 exchange, you have to keep kicking it down the street. As soon as you stop doing a 1031 exchange, you've got to pay those capital gains. With this trust, you pay for the trust once, and you never have to worry about paying for those capital gains again. Again, it is expensive. I will give you the price. One trust, either the business trust or the beneficial trust, is $20,500 one-time payment. It cannot come from a credit card, unfortunately. It has to either be wired or it has to be a cashier's check because too many people cancel the credit cards. So again, one-time payment, $20,500 for one trust. both trusts, and we will discuss if you need both trusts or just one trust. Most of my clients just need one trust. Both trusts would be $37,000. Now, 6 months from now, or 2 years from now. Maybe you don't need it, maybe you do need it. It's going to be your decision on that. If I can help you save federal taxes, keep your information private, and keep you from paying any judgments, my name is Sally Gimmon. The website is thetrustisyou.com, and my podcast is Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. If I can save money, I want y'all to save money. My goal is to help people save as much in federal taxes as possible. Also, just to let you know, if you do this correctly and put everything into the trust, you don't have to file state taxes. So it could save people tons of money in certain states. Thank you for listening. I want to say thank you to all our armed service veterans and people active in the military. My dad was a 27-year officer, so thank you for Memorial Day and for all you do for our country. Have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend, and don't forget our soldiers who have passed away. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.